Morning, friends. It appears that we had a gang-related shooting in Gurnee, Illinois last night at the Six Flags Park. Now, this is definitely being looked at as being a mass shooting, whatever you want to call it. The media is trying to frame it a certain way. Obviously, they've been successful at how they've been able to use some of the terminology to give a negative slant aimed at the firearms community right away. However, it looks like three people were shot. The three people were shot from a moving vehicle in the parking lot. So again, statistically speaking, 0% of mass shooters shoot from a moving vehicle. So clearly, I mean, we know what this was. It was a gang shooting. But it's going to get lumped into the mass shooting category as it already has been. None of the three people perished. Two of them are at the hospital recovering from their injuries. A third person refused any kind of I guess transport to the hospital or care or whatever. Again, that also points to potentially gang related. That may have actually been the person who was being shot at, since they refused any kind of care. But nevertheless, again, it's being framed as a mass shooting, and it does appear to be a gang related shooting. Big difference. It's a big difference. Again, if we're being honest about stopping shootings, we have to look at the person shooting the gun. A rampage killer who has been bullied, is on psychotropic drugs, and they're just essentially a sociopath, that is the person we need to approach from a mental standpoint of what's wrong with them and try to fix that and try to help that person before they get to that point. A gang-related shooting is typically just people trying to impress somebody else, going through some kind of initiation process, somebody who's relatively weak-minded, who's doing things to impress other people to make some kind of a point there. So when we're talking about gang-related shooting, we have to approach the gang. When we're talking about rampage killers, we have to approach the sociopath. Big difference, big difference. If we say ban guns, we're not solving either one of them. So that's my reason for trying to always draw a distinction between these two types of groups. And what's funny is it usually hurts feelings. When it hurts feelings and it's that close to home, look at yourself. You actually got some internal looking to do. Stop getting mad at me, start being mad at yourself.
I'm sorry, I thought this was America.